Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show with me, Kavita Thapliyal, and let's talk about your lifestyle expenses. And this is like an every month story that people have to face, where you have restricted income and you want to invest, you want to splurge, you really want to adjust your cash flow and think about it. If that's the concern right now that's bothering you, I have an expert with me. I have Pranjal Kamra, CEO of Finology Ventures, who's going to help you out on cutting down your lifestyle expenses and also help you make the most out of your income and your investments. Thank you so much for joining in today, Pranjal, and good evening. Welcome to the show. So, a very common topic, but a very crucial one, because your entire financial life or the tone of your financial life is actually set or based on the kind of lifestyle you live, okay? And the way you control your lifestyle expenses, the way you look at your lifestyle expenses, that also sets a tone about how you look at money, how you look at investments, okay, and how you look at growing your money. So what all actually comes under the bucket of lifestyle expenses? Let me just start with this very basic question.
So to say it in a very basic way, I would say lifestyle expenses are expenses that are born not out of necessity, but out of desire. So just to give you a couple of examples, probably if you're going to a movie theater and you choose to sit in the last row lounge chair that costs 500 rupees, whereas in the same situation, you could have chosen a front seat that costed 200 rupees. The additional 300 rupees is a pure lifestyle expense. Sometimes going out with family is a necessity. So your movie expenditure could be recreation and entertainment expenses, which are partly necessary, but you choosing the most expensive seat is actually purely a lifestyle expense. Similarly, for your health, there are two ways. You could go run or walk in the park, or you could join a very expensive gym. Now that membership fee of that expensive gym is a lifestyle expense. So such expenses which are born out of desire, living a certain way, are lifestyle expenses.
But one very important aspect is that your lifestyle keeps changing and your expenses also keeps changing. You obviously aspire for a better lifestyle always, Pranjal, and so you will always see these kind of expenses going up in your life. It's very important for you to actually sit down and track all your lifestyle expenses and make a financial Excel sheet, maybe, if you want to do that. But at the same time, you also need to understand or maybe create that difference between needs and wants. Now that's the tricky part. How do you do it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, sometimes, it's said that it's the easiest to lie to ourselves. Sometimes we don't even realize when subconsciously our brain is tricking us into something. It's making us believe that it's a need, and if we don't have it, we can't be happy. So sort of subconsciously we attach to
Technical error, but then you're a very important question that we are trying to ask Pranjal. Pranjal, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Sure. Yeah, I can hear you now. Please continue.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So to put it in financial terms, there is a formula to deal with it, which is called 50-30-20 rule. So that tells you that whatever in-hand income that you get in your hand after every month, divide it into three buckets. 50% is for your needs. Traditionally, what are needs? Your home, food, shelter, education, healthcare, utilities, internet, phone, and things like that. And then the next 30% goes towards your wants. Now, whether to buy a 1,000 rupee t-shirt or buy a 5,000 rupees designer t-shirt, both are desires. But how much can you spend depends on how much money is there in your 30% bucket. Whether to take the 500 rupee movie ticket or 200 rupee depends on how much money is left in that 30% need bucket. That's how you change your monthly lifestyle and also upgrade it if your planning is well. How will that planning be well? The next 20%. You keep investing it and keep seeping rewards in the long run, so that in the long run, you have more money in your 30% bucket coming in every month through passive income.
Right. So I think let's just directly go on the questions where you have tips and tricks available to, in order to help our viewers to cut down their lifestyle expenses and maybe make the most of the income. At the same time, have a better investment strategy so that if at all in future you have lifestyle expenses that you can see going up, you can splurge well and you can plan well for it. So Pranjal, over to you now.
One tip I have started using recently and has worked for me: credit cards. At times credit cards comes in various forms. They come in co-branded types, a particular brand that you really like, they come in partnership with that. And the temptation is we will save more, maybe 2% more, maybe 5% more, but actually we end up buying more. The number of transactions that we do increase, and which causes our overall expense wallet share towards that particular expense category to increase. So I think, traditionally we are hardwired that whenever we take out our wallet and pay actual real cash, it pinches. Whereas if it's a credit card and we see that even payment from our bank is not deducted instantly, it feels like subconsciously we are getting it free of cost. So prefer UPI or debit card over credit cards, and I think monthly expenses will automatically fall, and because we'll do less of impulse purchases. Another simple way is, these days, everyone is trying to, make you set up auto debit mandates. You want to subscribe to an OTT, you don't need to do monthly payments manually. Just set a bank mandate or a UPI mandate and things will happen automatically. Sometimes when you're setting up mandates, we don't even realize, we don't even read the message that 500 rupees are being deducted every month for the past 2 years. We absolutely forget about it. So prefer manual payments over auto debits, and I think you will save on a lot of money.
All right. Now, considering that we have the festive season also coming up, Pranjal, so in order to restrict yourself from splurging or just going gaga over your credit cards and taking personal loans, strict word of caution, keeping the festive season in mind.
Uninstall shopping apps. Be it all the all the shopping apps that you see, they also have their website versions. But what happens is, if we constantly have the app icon on our phone home screen, we sort of tend to open it to pass our time. It becomes an entertainment habit, and if you keep opening it 5 times a day, you'll end up buying things. So don't compromise, don't sacrifice on your needs and desires. But if you actually need something, let it stay in your brain and then take the effort to open the website and order it, instead of you seeing the app icon 100 times a day.
All right, I think that will be all. Thank you so much, Pranjal, for being on the show and helping our viewers on how to maintain their lifestyle expenses, how to cut down their lifestyle expenses. Thank you so much. On that note, let's